Let me ask you a question. Who do you think out of all of the Bat family members is worthy of the Bat Cowl if Bruce were to ever die or go missing? Personally, for me, I either choose Damian Wayne or Dick Grayson, but some people out there choose Jason Todd or Tim Drake. But what if I told you there was an actual story where the entire Bat family kind of battles for the Cowl? It's a story essentially where Batman goes missing and is presumed dead, and somebody in the Bat family has to take up the mantle to keep the legacy going because Gotham is running rampant with crime. Alfred and Damian Wayne believe that Dick Grayson is the successor to the mantle, but Dick Grayson is a little bit insecure about it, because he's spent his entire life trying to get away from Batman, but now he's pulled back into it more than ever. Tim Drake believes himself to be more worthy than all of them, deeming himself the better detective out of all of the Bat family members, and Jason Todd kind of pushes his killing rule onto the Batman symbol, believing that it's better than what Bruce ever did before. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. In the beginning of the story, we can see that Batman is somewhat dead, and that there's no sign of him ever coming back to Gotham. And now with Batman not protecting Gotham, each of the Bat family members step up and try to do their part to save the city from itself. But unfortunately, during this time, Black Mask is starting an uprising, doing this by literally destroying Arkham Asylum itself and letting free all of the deadliest inmates inside. Also during this time, a much darker Batman has come to Gotham, and he's much more ruthless than the original. And with all of this havoc and chaos in Gotham, Nightwing doesn't know whether or not he should claim the mantle or not, afraid he's not worthy enough. Meanwhile, Tim Drake thinks he can be the next Batman and hunt down this more horrific Batman that's been wreaking havoc all over Gotham, dressing up in the original blue and gray to give people hope in Gotham while also hunting down this newer Batman. Back to Dick Grayson and Alfred. Alfred is training with Dick Grayson and trying to convince him that he's worthy of the title of Batman. However, Oracle immediately interrupts them, telling them what's going on in Arkham Asylum. Back at the asylum, all of the villains have run rampant and killed the entire staff. And almost immediately after Dick and Damian show up to try and stop them, they quickly get overwhelmed. However, they're soon saved by this new gun-toting Batman bursting out of an explosion, killing each inmate. Out of the wreckage, Nightwing tries to take down this new Batman, but he proves to be a little bit too much for them, as Dick and Damian are still weakened from the inmates they fought before. While trying to fight off this gun-toting Batman, Nightwing actually deduces that this Batman is Jason Todd. But right after Dick figured out it was Jason Todd would soon shoot Damian Wayne to escape. After this, Tim Drake would actually find out where Jason Todd's secret base was, and in finding it, he would try to ambush Jason Todd before he would get the upper hand. However, Tim Drake would kind of prove to be no match for Jason Todd. Jason Todd would end up leading Tim Drake into a trap, not only toying with him, but also popping out of the shadows each chance he got to stab him, leading Jason to end up knocking down Tim Drake and stab him relentlessly. But Tim Drake wouldn't go out with a fight, hitting him in the face with a huge crowbar, breaking his mask and a few teeth. However, he would start to hear Jason laugh and look down at his stomach to find a knife shoved in it, and Jason Todd would come out the victor. After a while, Nightwing would finally accept his role as Batman, but looking at some of the Bat costume cases, he'd find a note from Tim saying "Gone hunting." After seeing this note, he would immediately rush out into Gotham City and try to find Tim before he made a grave mistake. Meanwhile, in Gotham City, it's not getting any better and martial law has just been declared. Nightwing would end up retracing Tim Drake's steps all the way to Jason Todd's crooked Batcave, where he would soon be ambushed by Jason Todd, and Jason Todd, weirdly enough, would ask Dick to be his Robin. But Dick would just call him insane and sucker punch him, demanding to know where Tim Drake is. And in an effort to throw off Jason Todd, he would play a message from Bruce Wayne apologizing to Jason Todd for being his biggest mistake. However, this would only enrage Jason Todd even more, and they would initiate deadly combat. Along with this, Jason Todd would taunt Dick Grayson, telling him that Tim Drake died a horrible death. Jason Todd would end up coming out of the fight the victor and unveil a curtain to nothing, leaving Nightwing with a smile on his face. Because due to Bruce Wayne's teachings, Tim Drake was actually able to stop his heartbeat long enough for Jason Todd to think that he was dead. And Jason Todd, seeing that his plan was about to go up in smoke, he would detonate a device, setting off bombs all around his crooked Batcave in order to escape. Damian Wayne would end up saving Tim Drake from the explosion, and Dick would press on, chasing Jason Todd despite his injuries. Dick would even ask Jason if he knows how the story ends, and Jason would retort that it ends with me becoming the Bat. Dick Grayson would then tell him only in his dreams, and Jason would tell Dick Grayson that he's been hiding in the cave like a coward, afraid of being the Batman. The two would then exchange blows one after the other, fighting for the Cowl, until the fight would finally end with Nightwing pulling off a Bruce Lee kick right in Jason Todd's face. After this, Dick would try to save Jason and tell him that he could always reform again and be the hero he once was, but Jason would just tell Dick that it was too late for him and that he'll be seeing him really soon before falling into the water below. Once the fight was over, he would collect his bearings at Wayne Manor, and he would slowly walk down the steps of the Batcave, saying to himself that he's ready to embrace the change and become the Batman.